Okay. Okay, this is going to be one of the most heated reviews, probably, of this re-review thing. Is it going to be as bad as my Halloween Ends one from last year? I don't know. But here we go. We got Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Rob Zombie came on to do this film because he didn't want anyone to ruin his vision. Well, thank fuck! Well, thank the Lord above that no one ruined his vision. Because you ruined the Halloween franchise for a whole of 9 fucking years. That's how horrible and terrible this fucking movie was. This movie was so bad that we had the longest gap between Halloween films ever. 9 years. That's the longest gap we've ever had in the Halloween franchise. Between Halloween films. After this. That kind of tells you what we're in for. So, we come to find out, we start that they changed the kid actor from the first movie because they said he grew too much. Huh? What? The thing is about that kid, he actually looked scary when he was, like, I think with the power he's given as Michael Myers, he's intimidating. I thought he did good. But he grew too much? You just had a flashback scene where he's just sitting down. How is anyone going to notice that he grew an inch or two? He's sitting down. Okay, I don't know. It just annoys me when they either, when media or movies, they change the actor or the voice actor or whatever it is. It doesn't sit right with me because it's a guy doing an impression of what the other did. And that's not fair. No offense to the kid that played Michael as the kid in this movie. No offense to him at all. He did great. I think he did good. But I just didn't like the fact that they had to change the actor. Even though he's just sitting down. He's just there for one scene. I don't understand. But whatever. So, let's get into the goofiest part of this movie. The first 30 minutes of this movie is a dream. Yep. It's all in Laurie's mind. Michael she would know if this is all in Laurie's head. And she dreams about how Michael escapes, right? How in God's green earth, why did she imagine 2 coroners talking about fucking her dead best friend? What? Huh? Excuse me? Pardon me? What? I don't know. Why? There's this shit you just don't put in a fucking movie, and that's like one of it. And you're probably wondering, how does Michael get out of this situation since he's supposedly dead? No, he's not dead. He's not dead, you know. That bullet, that shot to the forehead. No. That didn't do shit. He's good. The 2 coroners are talking about fucking Linda. They don't notice a fucking cow's in the way. They fucking hit the cow. The driver dies. But the asshole that was talking about, the one mostly talking about fucking the corpse, he's still alive. Yep, he's still alive. And for about 2 fucking minutes straight, he yells fuck. And you might think I'm just, no. You might think, I'm just exaggerating about the shitty dialogue. I have to be. You guys have to think. You're probably thinking I must be exact. No. This dude for 2 minutes straight until Michael came around and carved his head off. He yelled, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck." I don't. He yelled, "Fuck." That's all he yelled for like minutes. And then Michael finally comes out and puts this dude out of his misery. It took him long enough to wake the fuck up. I wish he woke up like a minute earlier or so. Because we had to sit here and watch this guy say fuck for minutes. But something happens after he carves this dude's head off. Michael looks to the front of the van. He sees a white figure with a pale horse. He sees his mom with the white horse, which is what they were talking about earlier at Smith's Grove Sanatorium. So that's why we had that flashback. It still doesn't fucking explain why they changed the fucking actor. Jeez. But we would soon find out why they changed the actor, because not only would he just be for that scene, but he's going to be like a ghostly figure in his head. Yep. Michael will have a ghostly figure of himself in his head. And he'll have others of himself in his head too. Yep. I can't comprehend this. This is so random out of the blue. Like, if you established this in the first movie, that you wanted to talk about pale white horses and symbolism and shit. If you did that in the first movie, and then you kept going with it in the second movie, then I would understand. But they include these plot points in the last movies they do, and it's fucking stupid. They did it with Halloween Ends, and they did it here. With this pale white horse nonsense. And it shows how Rob Zombie doesn't know what quite he's doing when he's talking about psychology. Laurie wouldn't, she wouldn't know. She never laid eyes on her mother. Why would she? And not only that. Why would she? Did she? But she was a. How does she know about how they talked about pale white horses? I don't understand. And that's all in Laurie's dream. We go to a dream sequence at the hospital. And Michael's just there. He just knows where to go. And we get the Halloween 2 chase scene from 1981, remaked. But instead of doing it at the third act of the film, we do it at the very beginning of the film. Because yes, folks, Halloween 2, 2009, doesn't take place, for the most part, in a hospital. Hey. Y'all know how I thought Halloween 2 was boring, so hey, if there's a positive I can point out, it's that they didn't waste a whole bunch of time at the hospital again. I can respect the fact that Rob Zombie tried something different and didn't want to just do Halloween 2 remake and just do what John Carpenter did in the original Halloween 2. And I can respect the hell out of that. But he did it wrong. He didn't do Michael right. Because throughout this fucking movie, Michael is walking around with his fucking mask off. Guys, you should have saw my reaction. When I saw this dude with his mask off, I saw this dude walking with his ghost mother, and I saw his mask off. I dropped to the floor. When I first saw this shit, I dropped to the floor because I realized what was happening to this franchise, and I was fucking scared shitless because we weren't going to get another fucking movie. I was scared because this dude's about to take a big-ass fucking shit and ruin this franchise. He's going to ruin it to a point we're never going to get another fucking movie. Thankfully, we would. But I just see him without his mask off, and I'm like, no. He did it briefly in Halloween 2007. But at least with that, you didn't really see his face. That's I can give Rob Zombie credit for in the first one. He did that in the first movie when he was trying to show Laurie his face so she would remember him. But the last time they were with each other was when they were little kids. And Laurie was she was still a baby. Michael can't speak. He can't explain shit to her. But at least with that, he at least, he had the hairs covering the face and the face is blacked out. At least you concealed his face. That I can respect. If you're going to do that, at least do it right. Here, it's in plain daylight. You see this dude's face. And it isn't just for one scene. It isn't just for two. I can't count how many fucking scenes this motherfucker has his mask off. And there's a worse thing that happens later in this movie. I'll get to that. So there's a thing in this movie where Michael has his mask off and he's a normal dude. But when this dude puts his mask on, he rips shit apart. And I like the concept of the mask being his safety net. And he can brutalize people with that mask. That mask holds so much significance to him. Because he killed his sister with it. It holds so much significance to him. And that I can understand. That is something I like. I don't like him taking it off all the fucking time. Every fucking 5 minutes. No, that needs to fucking stop. It really does. But let's get into the scene where Michael not taking off his mask is even worse. So you're thinking, oh, Michael just kills who when he puts on the mask. But that's immediately debunked in this scene where Michael goes to the place where his mother used to work, right? Yeah, the strip club, right? One of the workers, they come outside to take out trash. They see Michael without his mask. You can see the eyes. He has the hood on. His face is kind of concealed. I can respect that. I don't like that he doesn't have his mask on. He needs to have it on way more. That's something. But that's it. The whole him wearing the mask to kill shit is immediately debunked because without his mask, he joke slams this guy and stomps the fuck out of him to death. And it's not one stomp like Corey did in Halloween Ends, or like how Michael did to Dr. Sartain in Halloween 2018. No. It ain't just one stomp. I counted, I don't remember how many exact stomps it was. I haven't seen the fucking movie in a while. But I think he stomps him 10 fucking times, and he over fucking does it. And this is what this dude does. He overdoes the kill. Because earlier, during the dream sequence with Laurie, when he kills a doctor, right? It's shown in this poster here. He kills the doctor. She dies on the 4th stab. And this dude proceeds to stab her 8 more fucking times to make it 12. Dude, stab her 4 times, get her dead, because I'm pretty sure if you stab her hard 4 times, she's not gonna live. I'm pretty sure. With your strength, dude, you're gonna you're gonna punch her a bunch of arteries, and you could have gotten the fucking heart with how deep the blade you could have gotten in. So you could stab her 4 times, and she'll be done. Move on. Go after Laurie. Because that's your goal, right, dude? Your goal is to go after Laurie. No. I gotta take my time to stab the fuck out of this bitch. Doesn't make any sense. He overdoes the kills for no fucking reason. And there's no explanation for it. No explanation why he has to overdo the kills when he has a goal in mind. He does it in Halloween Kills once. But the thing is, in that movie, he didn't have a goal. Well, he did have a goal. It was to get to his house. But he wanted to do what he loved doing on the way there. Killing people. And that I can understand. He had no goal to go after Laurie or anybody. He wasn't going after any specific person. He just killed whoever got in his way. That's what Michael did in Halloween Kills. But this, he has to overdo it when his goal is to get his sister. You stab the bitch 3 to 4 times and then move the fuck on. Don't waste time. You're giving her time to escape. And you walk slow as fuck anyways, dude. So why are you wasting time? When you know she clearly has the mobility advantage over you. But that's besides the point. In this scene where he's killing every worker at the strip club, right? This dude pulls out a gun. And you know what guns are for? What are guns for, guys? They're to defend yourselves, right? From range. From range. 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 From a range. What does this dude do? I'm gonna walk up. Hey, yo, dude. I'm gonna walk up to you with this gun. Why are you walking up to him with a fucking gun? It's a ranged weapon for a fucking obviously handguns like that aren't going to have the largest of ranges, but you can at least get to a decent distance away from him and shoot him. You don't have to pull like a sniper shit, but be at least far away from arm's length reach where he can grab you. Nah, this dude walks up to him and gets grabbed and slammed. But something happens. The girl that dude was fucking, right? Because obviously it's a sex scene. It's a horror movie. This girl, before Michael kills her, there's a whole bunch of nudity, everything. You got everything a classic horror movie has. She rips a part of his mask off that was already kind of falling apart. And you know what that means? We see half of this motherfucker's face. What did I just say earlier about Michael wearing a mask? Realistically, yes. The mask, he's sweating in it, and it was decrepit for 15 years. Realistically, yes. I would believe. I can actually believe that it's like falling apart. I can realistically believe that. But here's what you fucking do. You have Michael get a new fucking mask. Wow. What a crazy concept. What a crazy fucking concept. But there's one more thing about this movie. I forgot to mention him in the Halloween 2007 review. Dr. Loomis. Malcolm McDowell. He was great in the first movie. He was great. He seemed like he really cared. It really seemed different from the relationship of Dr. Loomis and Michael in the original series. It really seemed different. It seemed like Dr. Loomis actually cared about Michael. And he tried to help him. But in this movie, he's a fucking asshole. Everyone's a fucking asshole. Nobody's likable in this fucking movie. Nobody. And I mean, no, even Laurie Strode. She goes off on people that gave her a fucking home. She goes off on her best friend that almost died the same night she did. She goes off on her thinking it's all about her, not knowing that she is going through trauma too. And Annie says that in the movie. You're acting like you're the only one that's going through shit. We all are. So you know what she does when she gets pissed at Annie? And she's really pissed in a bad fucking state? Yeah, let's go fucking driving. Because that's the best thing to do when you're really, really pissed off. Why in horror movies do people lose their brain cells? Why? I just don't understand why people can't make logical and smart decisions. If it's a logical mistake and it seems believable that they would make that mistake, then I can let it slide. But with this, you don't drive when you're in a bad state. You don't. You just don't. So, she goes out to party with her new friends that are assholes like her. Obviously, Michael crashes the scene. And Laurie and the other... there was another one that Laurie was friends with. She got choked out by Michael. She's dead. One of them goes with Laurie back to the house. Laurie's friend tries to call the cops, but, because convenience, Michael's just fucking there. He's just there. There's one fucking cop guarding this house for Annie. Sheriff Brackett, Annie's father, who's played by fucking Chucky himself, Brad Dourif. Holy fuck. Yes, I forgot to mention that too in the Halloween 2007 review, but fuck yes, you got Chucky playing Sheriff Brackett. I'm sorry, Charles Lee Cyphers, but this is an upgrade. It's fucking Chucky. How is it not an upgrade? So, he sends one cop to protect Annie, and obviously, with little to no effort, Michael kills her. And then Michael finally finishes off Annie. It's sad. You see Danielle Harris die in a Halloween movie. We could have gotten that years earlier with Halloween 6, but she refused because of how dirty they did her character. But here, she actually dies. It's sad. It's sad. But, let's get to the ending, because this review is my longest Halloween re-review yet. So, Michael kidnaps Laurie. Right? They're at that shack they've been at the whole fucking movie. You have Michael Myers' his younger self. He's imagining his younger self holding down Laurie. Huh? And Laurie can't move. She can't just fucking move. Can someone make sense of this for me, please? I just don't want her. Dude, this dude, Michael himself, that's real, isn't holding you down. And there isn't a ghost of himself because he's still alive. Maybe if it was the ghost of his mother holding her down, maybe I can understand. But guess who decides, let's do a last second redemption after being a complete fucking asshole the whole movie? Yep, Dr. Loomis. He sees what happens on the TV. He goes to the scene. Sheriff Brackett is not happy to see him. One, because he made money off of people suffering, and two, his daughter died. Oh, I have to mention this before I get to the ending. When Sheriff Brackett finds Annie's body, you witness one of the best performances in the entire film. And I'm saying that for a fact, for a guarantee. Brad Dourif is fucking amazing. He cries. You just see him say, no, not her. How you would expect a father to react to his daughter dying. How would you expect? But this dude takes it to a whole nother level. It was perfect. And you get little scenes of Danielle Harris as a little kid. It's sad. It's really sad. But anyways, let's get back to the ending. Dr. Loomis shows up. He sees that nobody's holding Laurie down, so he's really confused. And I can't really fucking blame him, even though he's been an asshole the whole movie. Nobody's holding you down. How do you see these ghosts? They're in Michael's head. You're thinking all because Michael and Laurie are connected blood-wise so they can see the same shit. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. And I'm still baffled. How can she see her fucking dead mother that she never laid eyes on? That baffles me. But that's besides the point. So, let's get to the worst ending. The theatrical cut's ending, it's bad, but But director's cut, I gotta talk about the director's cut. So instead of Michael getting shot and impaled on spikes and then stabbed by Laurie, Michael takes Loomis, busts through the shack, looks at him, takes this mask off. Yes, he takes his mask off again. And Loomis says, Michael, you're going to die. You're going to hell. Or whatever he fucking said. And then Michael speaks. He speaks. No. And you know what he has to say to Loomis? He says, die. Yep, and then after that, Michael gets shot down for what, the 69th time in the Halloween franchise? Like, we've never seen that shit before. But that's besides the point. Then Laurie comes out with the ghost of her mother. She puts on Michael's mask. And it looks like she's about to stab Loomis. But before she could, the police open fire on her, despite Brackett's orders not to. And now they're both dead. And then we see Laurie in a white room, and then we see her mother with the white pale horse. We see no Michael, no nothing. Just Laurie, her mom, and the pale white horse. And the movie mercifully ends. And there goes 2 hours of my life. And it took my sanity with it. I've watched stupid movies before. I have, but nothing can compare. Nothing can compare to this. Nothing. So you must be wondering what I give this movie as a rating. I give it a 1. I give it a 1 out of 10. The only reason why it gets a 1 out of 10 because Brad Dourif's fucking amazing. That was the only redeeming part about this movie, the acting of Brad Dourif. I can't think of anything else that's a major positive about this movie. Gotta calm down. You don't want the blood pressure to rise. But, yeah, that's Halloween 2, 2009. I will see you guys for the Blumhouse trilogy.